Um, Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. My name is Jessica Hernandez, and I am a second-year pharmacy student here at Palm Beach Atlantic University. Last summer, I had the privilege to conduct research for my first time. I did it with Dr. Nornu. She is a professor at the Gregory School of Pharmacy, and she is now the chair of the Pharmaceuticals Department. Our research was based on studying the cytotoxicity of Vinorelbine when combined with Nutraceuticals and MCF7 human breast cancer cells. So that's the title. A little bit of introductions. Nutraceuticals have shown chemopreventative effects in human, animal, and cell tissue studies. However, whenever they are tested alone, they have failed to produce the desired outcomes. A little bit of background of nutraceuticals. Nutraceuticals originated from the combination of the words nutrients and pharmaceutics. These are natural compounds that are derived from food products, and they have shown to have health benefits due to their nutrition, safety, and therapeutic efficacy. And it is due to these benefits that nutraceuticals have been of interest to study in combination with chemopreventative agents, with anti-cancer medications. For our hypothesis, we hypothesized that the combination of nutraceuticals with Vinorelbine would produce synergistic or additive effects in MCF7 breast cancer cells. Now, this combination therapy could provide an alternative to present chemotherapy regimen, and by doing so, we would have the ability to decrease the dose of the anti-cancer agent and therefore minimize side effects that patients experience due to these agents, but still maintain the same efficacy. For our study design, it was in vitro studies. We conducted to measure, like I said, the cytotoxicity of Vinorelbine combined with curcumin, resveratrol, sulforaphane, and moringa, and we used MCF7 breast cancer cells. For our methods, we treated the cells with Vinorelbine alone, and we also treated the cells with the nutraceutical by itself. Each nutraceutical was tested. We also treated the cells with Vinorelbine in combination with the nutraceuticals. And we also, and then we compared this to the control, which it was cells with no treatment. Now, a little background of Vinorelbine. Vinorelbine, in this case, is an anti-cancer agent. It belongs to the class of vincyl alkaloids. The way it works, it produces cell cycle arrest in the metaphase stage of mitosis. Now, a little bit of introduction to the nutraceuticals that we used. Curcumin, it belongs to the family of ginger. And then we have moringa, which is a plant that it's found in a plant that's native to India. Now we have resveratrol. That's it's a natural phenol, and it's actually found in red wine and in grape skin. We also have sulforaphane we tested, which is a compound within the isothiocyanate group, and it is found in actually it's found in high concentrations in broccoli. It could be found in other green vegetables as well. For our methods, we were able to read we measured the number of viable cells, and we did this at 4, 24, 48, and 72 hours. For our data analysis, we were able to determine the fraction of cells that were inhibited, and then we calculated the combination indexes. Now, combination index is a standard measure of combination effects. Now, let's see if Now, a combination index that is less than 1, that's indicative of synergistic effect. Now, combination index that is equal to 0 or 1, actually, it's a indicative of additive effect. And then a combination index that is less than 1 shows antagonistic effects. Now, for our results, the first graph, it has vinorelbine with curcumin and then the combination. Here on the x-axis, we have the concentrations that were used, and then the y-axis has the number of cells viable compared to the control after treatment. Now here we have, in the red, we have curcumin, which is the nutraceutical that we tested for in this case. We have vinorelbine here in the black, and then we have the combination treatment here in blue. Now what's interesting about this is that at this same concentration here, we have more of inhibition of the combination treatment compared to the anti-cancer drug here, vinorelbine. Meaning we were able to find, which is a positive outcome, we saw that there's more inhibition with the combination treatment in this case. Now here we have the results with resveratrol, and here we also see that there is there's more inhibition with the combination when compared to vinorelbine and resveratrol used alone. This is the graph that we had with moringa. Now here we have moringa being a straight line. This is probably why we shouldn't do nutraceuticals alone in cancer therapy. That was just like an interesting results that we found. However, even with this moringa being on its own, we were able to see more inhibition with the moringa with the vinorelbine compared to the vinorelbine by itself. There's more inhibition there. And then lastly, we have our graph with sulforaphane. We also see that there's more inhibition here with a combination treatment compared to the nutraceutical and vinorelbine on its own. Now these are the graphs that we obtain with the combination indexes. Now here on the x-axis, we have the fraction inhibited. And then on the Y, we have the log combination index. Excuse me. Now, from here, we can see that for curcumin, moringa, and sulforaphane, the dots are actual data points that we obtained. Now, if it's below 0, it's indicative of synergism. So we were able to see synergistic effects in curcumin, moringa, and sulforaphane. However, we did not see the same results for resveratrol. For resveratrol, we actually found some more like antagonism effects. For our results, we see that vinorelbine exhibited synergistic cytotoxic effects when combined with the nutraceuticals curcumin, moringa, and sulforaphane. However, we did not see the same results with resveratrol in this case. Now, for our conclusion, the study demonstrated that the combination of vinorelbine with curcumin, moringa, and sulforaphane produced synergistic effects. Now, this study or these results, along with previous studies that have been conducted, they show the benefit of nutraceuticals in cancer therapy. If we're able to use this combination therapy of nutraceuticals with anti-cancer agents in the future, we will have the opportunity of decreasing the dose of the anti-cancer agents, which are the ones that are responsible for the side effects that patients experience. And therefore, we would minimize side effects, and we would be able to still maintain the same treatment efficacy. I thank you guys so much for your time, and if you guys have any questions. Yes, Dr. Matroka.
Okay, that one with the moringa was really interesting.
It was, of course.
And I have to tell you, this way, this Prezi thing, man, that's dynamite. 'Cause
That's-
you're gonna
that-
see
that's
the
not
whole
the-
poster,
that's
and
not
then
the
you can get-
Narnia.
You know, we can actually read what you have on the screen. That's the one. Now, to me, if we remember the pharmacology, it looks more like, almost like potentiation, you know? Like the, am I right that, I guess you could call it synergism, but it's like the moringa's not doing too much.
By itself,
When
yeah.
it's added, wow, that's really pretty cool. Can you tell us, what is that moringa stuff?
What is
You mentioned
moringa?
that. Where is that, the curcumin you mentioned, the sulforain, but where does moringa come from? How did that?
Moringa's actually, it's found in a plant that it's
Okay.
native in India.
Yeah.
So that's where it's found in high, like in,
Moringa oleifera is from mostly in India and other places. Yes, for medicinal.
Yeah, yeah. And if I could just ask one other, then I'll.
of course.
So, okay, fine. You know, we show that we can kill cells, right? But have you ever thought about, relative to normal cells? You know what I mean? Because, fine, we're seeing toxicity, but, you know, would we have the same problem if you put the two things together with normal cells? Then you're just going to end up killing normal cells as much as you would kill cancer cells. Are you guys have any thoughts about seeing if this effect is more prominent in the cancer cells than normal cells?
That's actually a really interesting question because I have asked myself that, and I would love to be able to do a little bit more deep, like research on to see if it's only killing like bad cells.
Yeah.
It's something I haven't gotten into, but it's something I would like to put some interest in. So.
I noticed on the four different plots that you had, and you had everything was synergistic except the resveratrol or resveratrol. Excuse me.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas as to why that would be the case or anything like that?
Well, for this case, we actually did get some data points that it's actually they fall below 0. An explanation I would say is probably improper lab technique, or it could have been some contamination, or it could just be the fact that it actually does produce no effect on.
Actually, yeah. The resveratrol, this is probably, we repeated these experiments with resveratrol in different cell lines, and we still see an antagonistic effect. Yes. I think it has to do with the mechanism of action of resveratrol compared to the mechanism of action of Vinorelbine. I think they're both, something to do with antioxidant effects.
They have.
And
Well,
sometimes they cancel each other out, and what you see is an antagonistic.
because I know I did a little bit of research, and a lot of the nutraceuticals, the way they work is they either inhibit pro-inflammatory signaling pathways, or they actually reduce oxidative stress. So it's probably.
It's conflicting methods and mechanism of actions. You know, the two compounds almost cancel each other's effects. What you see is an antagonistic effect.
Dr. Yavola? Yes.
Don't get scared. I mean, the whole idea of doing this project was because
Why did we do it?
the whole idea was because the drugs were working in vitro, but not working in animal models. Huh?
Some of the studies they were done like by nutraceuticals alone, like not in combination.
Yeah.
So it was during those studies that there really
Yeah,
wasn't.
So now we found out that in vitro, this effect.
In combination,
This
yes.
effect. How do we know it will work in vivo?
Well, I
Do
believe
you
that.
know why they can't work in animal models alone?
Why would they?
Why couldn't they work?
Why couldn't they work, or
Yeah, in the animal models.
when used alone, or do you mean?
The curcumin and others, they were working in
In vitro,
But
yes.
then in animal models, they weren't working, and so the idea is if you combine them, maybe it will work. Now we found out it can work in combination, but
Weird.
can it work in animal models?
In combination, I feel like that's like because I know they have conducted some research on it already. However, the results are always like they may or they may not. It's just really putting more emphasis on the studies. So I feel like a lot of studies, they're like, oh, it works, but they don't continue other studies, or they do, oh, they don't work, and they just kind of stay there. I feel like it's a topic that is of interest and should be studied a little bit more and see if they actually do produce some.
Do you have any insight, Dr. Ewell?
I mean,
I mean, it's
nutraceuticals are
interesting.
supposed to be and so we eat it.
They're nutrients, yes.
So when you give it to the cells alone,
Because I believe, like,
the metabolism is not like if you put it in our system, we will eat it.
Because I believe, like, the other thing would just be the concentration of it. Because even what if the concentration is too high, it maybe not be healthy.
Targeting. You may have to put it in particular delivery system like microsphere to protect them and target them. If you do that and target them, the cells goes up.
Yeah, okay, we'll work with you on to do that. But I did want to mention, lycopene that you get from tomatoes, which we didn't test, has been shown to offer a protective effect against prostate cancer. That's the only nutraceutical that I know of that has made it, to human trials and shown some kind of benefit. So that was the impetus for the new craze of nutraceuticals, that perhaps they could work, to actually treat, not just to prevent cancer, but also to treat cancer. So that's why we're doing this. So yeah, lycopene is tomatoes.
I don't have structures.
I know.
Yes, Dr. D.
I think the poster would have been enhanced if you put a
With
structure for each one. But to that point, maybe more importantly, my question is: I know resveratrol is a single molecule, sulforaphane is a single molecule, but curcumin and what's the other one? Moringa. Those are extracts.
Yeah.
Are they coming?
They're
as
extracts.
single? Is it a single one?
Moringa is an extract.
the moringa's an extract.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah, moringa's an extract. That's actually, I found that there's like they sell it even online, like the extract moringa, and they come like in teas and all that. Like you can make teas.
But the other three use
The other
a certain structure, individual compound. Okay.
So
It's important to know.
along those lines, one thing you might want to be concerned about, just if you get somebody who's picky, writing a publication, I don't know how you express the concentrations in molar units if it's a mixture. So just something.
Yeah, that's another. Yes, Kian.
Alright, so like if you had to advise a patient that was dealing with cancer to buy one or something natural they could take while they were going through treatment, which one would you choose?
Which one would I choose?
Yeah, which one of the natural products?
That is a great question. Let's see. I am not sure. I don't think I would do the moringa alone, just because of the what we saw from the graphs. I would probably do sulforaphane. It has antioxidant effects. Probably that's something I would do. No, I would do.
I mean, this is just speculation, right?
Yeah, that's.
You wouldn't really recommend it.
Yeah, no, it's not something that.
Probably get solid digested. Never do anything.
I mean, that's like herbal medications. I know a lot of like cancer patients are on herbal medications.
Because right now you have the target, you're just throwing it right at the target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's in the body, you have to see how it gets there and all that.
Good. Okay, thanks.